Hello YouTube and welcome back to another episode of The Novelist. I am back. I am here. Yes, this is me, Jalapeno Lauren. Hello, welcome. So, I'm going to give you guys kind of a watered down version of what happened last week. And again, I'm going to reiterate, if I do not upload, it is for a very good reason. I don't just not upload because I don't feel like it or I don't want to. But last week, I think the only two videos to go up were, God, I don't even know now. Maybe Doki Doki and maybe, no, I don't even think Doki went up. I think there was only one episode last week and there's no thumbnail on it, and this is why. I got Monday's video done, and then early Tuesday morning, about 5 or 6, I woke up in a lot of pain, yada, yada, yada. I called my friend because it was that bad. I was on my bathroom floor throwing up and crying for like an hour and a half, and then I called her. We went to the, we didn't go anywhere. We called a bunch of nurse lines and everything like that because I didn't exactly want to go in, and I'll tell you why. So, I have a history with ovarian cysts. I've had them before. I've had them show up, hurt, not do anything. I've had them show up and rupture, and I've been hospitalized. But I didn't want to go in for this one because I didn't feel like I needed to, and I should have. But I ended up going a couple days later. But the long story short is I had an ovarian cyst on my right ovary. If you're not familiar with what a cyst is, it's basically like a little sac that forms inside of your body that's full of fluids, pus, whatever it's full of, and they just show up. They just do. In my case, we believe there is something that is wrong inside of me, and it just causes me to form cysts more often than other people. This is the third one I've had on my ovaries this year, so it was very scary, and there were a lot of tests that we did, but long story short, I've said it 3 times now, is I was pretty much on bed rest for most of last week. I spent basically 5 days on my couch with dog cuddles, lots of Breath of the Wild, and my husband taking care of my every whim. So I spent all of last week just resting because I was in so much pain. I could not even sit up in this computer chair for long periods of time. It was just awful. To give you guys kind of a picture of what happened, on Monday when we believe that the cyst initially ruptured, it felt like someone had taken a regular spoon, just a spoon you eat with, and just slowly shoved it into my stomach area where my ovary is. And then when the spoon was finally inside of me, the blunt object finally in me, it felt like it had grown spikes and somebody was just stirring around my insides with a spiky spoon, and it was just fucking horrendous. It was absolutely, oh my god. I don't even like to think about it. It was that painful. Basically, if you ever have a cyst or you've had one, when it ruptures, there's nothing they can really do. Some cysts need to be removed with surgery. Thankfully, that was not the case this time. It exploded all on its own, thank God for my body, and that was so fun, and I wish it would always do that. Basically, what happens after a cyst explodes is it's not over and fine and dandy. The cyst slowly drains into the body, and there's a lot of pain that accompanies that, as well as a lot of bleeding. There's a lot of hormonal problems. I was having a lot of issues last week that I just didn't feel like I could power through and make good content with. So that is what happened last week, guys. I do apologize. I tried to keep you guys updated, but honestly, I was just so disconnected and on painkillers that I just couldn't. So that's what happened, guys. I am really sorry there were no videos last week, but I'm feeling a little bit better now. I can sit for longer periods of time. So we're just going to go ahead and hop right back into The Novelist. So this episode is going to be called The Bottle. And I'm guessing Dan just started to incessantly drink because we are ruining his life and his book. But we'll just go ahead and explore. Okay, town list. Go to library, out of books again. Check community board for babysitters. Swing by The Wild, new movie playing. Drop by Dr. Walker's, call ahead. Okay, Linda. Thanks, Linda. Thanks for the info. Tell me what's going on. Assembly time, approximately 3 hours. Required tools. Phillips screwdriver, soft-faced hammer, 1/2-inch wrench, socket recommended, 7/64 of an inch hex key. I don't know what that means. My husband's the mechanic, not me. Okay, so Tommy's building a car. Linda needs to go to the library and the doctor. Oh, fuck me. Heh, you've seen nothing, girl. So loud last night. Oh my god. What do you mean? What was so loud? Ho ho ho! Sex is fucking hilarious. Trash bags, aspirin, salad dressing, beer, case, popcorn, Ogburn bread. Ogburn. Whoa! Okay, I didn't intend to go over here. Ogburn. I feel like I know what Ogburn is. Why Daddy stayed in bed. He was hungover. I have been hungover before. Oh, no. Dan! Dan, where are you? Dan, what's going on? Where is he? Where is he right now? Oh, something's up over here. Okay, here we go. It's good.
If he uses that Hemingway quote one more time, pretty much every night he's either super focused on his novel or too drunk for us to spend a regular night together. That used to be our time. We would put Tommy down for the night, have a glass of wine, 2 at the most, and talk about our days or maybe listen to a record. Now I'm lucky to get 1 night a week where he's sober and not writing. Most nights he has a bourbon. No, wait. Make that 4. And I read in bed until I fall asleep. He tries not to wake me up when he comes in, but you're never as quiet and graceful as you think you are when you're drunk and in a dark room, no less.
That's true.
Of course I want his book to be great, but I also want my husband back.
True. True that. Ah, there's bottles everywhere. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, no way. I can't watch this happen to Danny. No, Danny boy, why?
Alan, hey man, this is gonna sound odd, but I could use some advice. I'm in hot water here because, well, I've been drinking more lately. Man, there's just no good way to write that. I mean, I used to drink and write all the time in school. You remember that, right? I guess I got away from it when we got married and definitely after Tommy came along. But he's in bed by 8:30 every night now. And let me be clear. I'm not blacking out or driving drunk. You know I'd never do something like that. I just have a few drinks while I'm working, safe and sound in the house. A writer who drinks isn't exactly unheard of. Wow, could I sound more defensive? But here's the hell of it. It's working. It's brought back that college hunger, that energy, and in the last week or two, the book's just singing. I don't even know what I'm asking here. Maybe I just wanted to start the conversation. If you get a chance, give me a call. Dan.
This is tough because I've been in a household where there is an alcoholic. And it's very hard to be in that house. I grew up around it, and it was very... It left a lot of marks. A lot of marks on my entire family. It's a struggle. Sad in the morning. Don't be sad, friend. Hungover. Yes, indeedy. Okay, now I can go into Tommy's brain hole. Hello? Where is everybody? Oh, what the fuck? How'd I get up here? What? There he is. Hello, Tommy. Sadness.
If he doesn't do it, I'll help you, honey.
But he promised.
I'm sorry, bud. What do you want? Is Daddy too sad to put together my car? Probably, but I'll talk to him. We'll make it work. Damn, I don't know. What does Dan even want in this situation? Hey, Dan. So lucky to have someone like her. Yes, you are. Okay, I'm just gonna sneak-a-roo in here. The light's not working.
Barb,
Oh.
I know I wrote yesterday, but I need your advice. I think Dan's drinking too much. And before you start to worry, let me say he's not an alcoholic. It's just because of the pressure he's under trying to finish the book. But you know Dan's never exactly been a health nut. He isn't gaining weight yet, though even that's just because alcohol kills his appetite. So he's hardly eating at night, which is another problem altogether. I don't think he sees what he's doing to himself, and I don't know how to break through to him about this. Sometimes I just want to say it's not like I have to get drunk to paint, but I know that's not the most mature way to handle it. Sorry for dumping all this on you. I just wanted to get it off my chest. Do you have any advice about how to talk to him? Yours, Linda.
That's interesting because, you know, they oftentimes people struggling with alcoholism don't see what they're doing. They don't think they have a problem. You can't justify it, though. You can't say, oh, it's just because he's stressed. Because this stuff gets out of control very fast. If you need to drink daily to cope with something, and you need to have like more than one drink, or you need to actually get drunk every day to cope with something, there is a problem there. There's a big problem with that. It affects people very deeply that are around you. It really does. Oh, she finished her painting. I'm so proud of her. Wow. Okay, memories for Linda. Linda! There you are, my darling. Huh. Hey, what's up? Alright, what's good? Oh my god, are we doing shots?
I'm fine.
Why don't you stop at 2?
Oh no. Ah.
Oh my god. We just got home and wow. Now I wish we'd had a bigger gallery. It was packed. But I guess it's like a bar. Being loud and crowded just makes people think it's cooler. What an experience. So many people said that the promo in the paper caught their eye and stood out from the usual notices. And I've got a call with the agent Dan found scheduled on Tuesday. I don't know how I'll feel in the morning, other than hungover. But right now, I want that rush again.
So the show went well. That's good, at least. Jogging shoes are right there. He just has to make an effort. I don't know if jogging is going to help him with his alcoholism. Or his alcohol intake. Maybe it's not fully alcohol. Maybe he's not fully an alcoholic yet. But it is a slippery slope. It can get real dangerous if it's not curbed. Why are all the lights fucking broken? Fix the lights in this house. Dan, what are you doing? Maybe I shouldn't send that letter. You should definitely send that letter, dude. Someone needs to know that you're fucking... You gotta reach out. Okay, give me that.
Write drunk, edit sober. Apparently Hemingway said that. Or maybe someone else did. It doesn't matter, because it's true. To write, you have to be fearless. You have to make choices and plow forward. Surprise the reader. Surprise yourself. Make something that matters, not something safe. What does drinking do? It suppresses inhibitions. Yeah, there are typos, but that's what copy editors are for, and it's not like I'm drinking all day. I'm fixing most of this stuff myself each morning. Or early afternoon, I guess. I'm not stumbling around drunk all day and pissing myself. I'm trying to create something they'll remember me by. No one can imagine how stressful it is unless they've tried it. The pressure's so bad, I just want to give up sometimes. On those nights, a drink is the only way to turn my mind off and get some sleep. When the book is done, I'll dial it back.
There it is right there. Is him saying, it's not like I'm getting drunk every day. I'm just doing this to write my book. It gives me the free roam to write without worry. And then in the last paragraph, he says, on those nights, all I can do is have a drink to turn my night off, or to turn my brain off and go to sleep. That right there, he's jumping back and forth between reasons why he's doing it. He's so defensive. And then he's promising to dial it back. That right there is the first warning. That's the first warning sign of this entire thing. And especially since Linda is too scared of his reaction to bring it up to him like, hey, you might want to tone it down with the drinking. And she said to him, why don't you just stop at 2? Why don't you just stop after 2 drinks? Why not just limit yourself? And then the whole I'm fine. It can cause a big rift in relationships, and it's very dangerous. It's a slippery slope, and this Danny boy, my boy, is going to... Oh, God! You didn't see that. Hang on. Oh!
Maybe it's here.
What if I flicker?
Forget it.
Oh. So he spots me once, and then he's suspicious. Spots me again, and he's spooked. Huh. Okay. That's kind of... That's pretty lenient. I thought I was done. Huh. Oh my god, did you stub your toesies? I can't get out. Okay.
I think the rough draft was just enough to keep Paul off me a little longer. I hated sending it to him like that, but it was way better than sending nothing. At least I can prove I was working, that things are moving forward. He seemed to like the ideas that were there, though of course he had a lot of feedback. Fair enough. It was a rough draft, and I can't imagine the hell I would have caught if I'd sent him an empty envelope.
Okay. Wait. Oh, we only had 2? Pour bourbon and work on the apartment scene. Oh, no. I have a huge problem with people that drink in that way. There's a person in my life that is still struggling with alcoholism. They were an alcoholic for most of my life growing up, and it was very damaging to the family. It was the worst. And it makes me very upset when I see people that are like that, because they don't know what they're doing. And of course you tell them what they're doing and they just shoot you down, and it's very painful. The entire thing is painful. So I'm not inclined to side with Dan here. In fact, I don't think I want to. I think I'm gonna go with Linda and compromise with Tommy. That's how this is making me feel. It's making me feel really, really shitty. And I get very on edge. I get very cautious around people that drink like this, because it genuinely bothers me. Genuinely, right now, I am bothered by what's happening. Okay, Linda's resolution. Yeah, we're gonna do that. This is my playthrough, my biases. This is how we're gonna do. I have a big problem with people that drink excessively. I do. I'm gonna just keep on saying it, because it seriously, nothing bothers me more. Alright, here we go. Oh, there's 2 this time. The Diary of Kay Williams, May 8th, 1952. Jay is gone and I'm alone. That is the sum of it. No other thought enters my mind. Wed 38 years, now alone. A senseless accident has taken Jay from me. What should I do with myself? I do not know. What I should do with myself, I do not know. Money is no worry. Time, that is the thing. There's so much of it still ahead of me. I've been blessed with health, but that blessing is now a curse. It is nothing more than the curse of time alone without Jay. I attempt to look ahead, but I cannot envision a path without Jay. For so long, I had no need to imagine one. The children do not understand why I have come to this house alone, as they cannot understand my loss. Oh. The Diary of Kay Williams. Wait. So this is May 8th. Okay, and this one is May 12th. Same year. I cannot say that I feel better than I did upon arriving, for Jay is still gone, but I do feel a change. Some glimmer of a path is taking form in my mind. I cannot describe it other than a narrowing of thought. Perhaps time alone is to be thanked, or perhaps it is something else, something unknown. Today I drove to McClendon's to buy coffee, wine, and vegetables, although I was not due to run short of those for a few days more. I confess I went to hear human voices, to be around the living. I conversed with a pleasant couple, and it did me a small measure of good. My first words came out as a croak, and I realized I had not spoken in days. A small reminder of my solitary days here, alone with my thoughts, thinking of Jay, staring at the sea just over the cliff. Though I must confess that my gaze always drifts from the sea to the edge of the cliff. Oh no. Oh my god, no. I don't know who Kay Williams is. I have a sneaking suspicion it's like the embodiment of the ghost that's in this house. Or maybe this ghost had an influence on this person. I don't know what the significance is. So, we're gonna build the car with Tommy. Yep. That's it. That's what I'm gonna do. That is it. That is it. Okay. After talking with Linda, Dan realized how much his habit was hurting their relationship and his health. He started jogging every morning and quickly found the runner's high wasn't a myth. Within a week, he was setting an alarm to get up early so he could run on the beach before breakfast. And while he sometimes missed the raw energy of reckless riding, he would have missed his nights with Linda even more. Oh my god, yay. Oh, I'm so happy. When Dan still hadn't put the pedal car together, Linda stepped in and began working on it with Tommy. Dan heard them, felt a pang of shame about his regular hangovers, and came down to join. They completed the project as a family, and although Tommy was hurt that it had taken so long for his father to help, he was happy to finally have his toy. Yeah, okay. And Dan put all of the alcohol back in the kitchen cabinet and promised to stay dry on work days, but he had a hard time focusing while he adjusted to writing sober again. He spent a couple of evenings staring at a blank piece of paper, and he never told anyone how hard it was not to sneak down to the kitchen for a drink those first few nights. But you're doing it, Dan! You're doing it, my boy! As July came to an end, the Kaplans' lives had developed a pattern. What pattern is that? Dan finished his first draft, but instead of accomplishment, he felt disappointment. The book had gotten away from him. It was barely readable, much less publishable. Paul and Grovefield gave him one last chance to get it into shape. They didn't have to tell him what the consequences would be if he couldn't get it together. Oh man, that feels like my fault. On the following Tuesday, Tommy put on an art show in the den, explaining his drawings to his parents one by one. Dan made sure to ask questions and engage his son, who was more than happy to elaborate on his artistic intent. Dan and Linda clapped for each drawing, and by the end of the show, Tommy was beaming. My boy. On Friday, Dan and Linda both knocked off early, took Tommy to his aunt's house, and drove to a bed and breakfast. They barely left the room. The guests in the room below complained about the noise, but the owner, who assumed that Dan and Linda were on their honeymoon, offered to move the guests to a different room instead. Damn, that's some good sex. They still had a month left, but Dan's chances to change the course of the summer were growing fewer. Okay, so we're in the last chapter of this game, so it shouldn't be going too much longer, I don't think. Vacation. It was summer, and summer was it. But that's where I'm going to end this episode, guys. Yeah, so this should... Wow, there's mold in that. That's great. This should definitely be up on time. I'm going to cut it here and then I'll record some more later, but I'm going to edit this episode and put it up for you guys, and we should be starting to get back to it. So I am sorry about the delay that we had, but couldn't really be helped, and yeah, but I'm mostly okay now, so we're just going to get right back into recording. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, leave me a like or comment down below the video. Let me know what you thought, and if you liked me, subscribe today for some more content in the future. Please check out the links to orthogonal games. They'll be down in the description, guys. They always are. Check them out. Read more about the Novelist. See what is in store for you guys. And maybe buy the game if you're interested in it. There will be links to the Steam store page and the website where you can learn more about the game. As always, please check it out if you guys have the chance. And that is the end of me for today. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Have a fantastic day and run out there wherever you are, ladies and gentlemen, and please stay safe. Much love to your faces. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.